All right, so today, y'all, we are going to do a student-focused workout. We have all of our youth trainers demonstrating movements today, and so you'll see them. They're going to lead us in the workout. It is Wellness Wednesday, and you know that means 6 minutes. So we're going to select 6 minutes. We are going to skip music today, and we're going to mute our DJ or our narrator. And we'll start with an abdominal stretch. Let's make sure that we can see my face. Now, the nice thing about doing these movements with young kids is that you can move around. You don't have to stay still to get a good abdominal stretch in. So maybe have them walk in little circles, have them kind of twist a little bit maybe. But a big thing with kids is helping them get some of that energy out and get some of that movement out. So now let's move into arm circles, about 6-inch circles. Keep it nice and straight. Again, this is a great one to walk around. Maybe you have them walk a lap of the gym, pretending they're airplanes or birds or something. It is an excellent way to kind of keep them engaged in your PE class and help them, learn some of these movements so that they can take them home and teach them to their families as well. All right. Now into a classic. So we will up and stretch just right. Put your elbow almost on top of your head, it feels like, and then stretch down your back and hold it. You should feel a nice stretch in your tricep here. Oh, it feels great. Again, keep walking around. There's no need to stand still. Keep it moving. And then we are going to switch arms. So again, just pull your arm up, almost sit it on top of your head, you can see here, and then just gently give it a push to feel that nice little tricep stretch. One of the other fun things about having youth trainers is that, as a young kid, I remember being very lanky and long and not quite knowing how to move yet. And so I'll move into calf raises, which are very simple, just up and down and up and down. But I remember being, very long and lanky, and it was hard to kind of do some of the movements correctly and keep my hands and feet inside the ride at all times, if you will. We are going to skip a little rest break, and we'll move right into the chest expansion. But I totally remember that. And so having somebody on screen that has some of those same, imbalances, and they're still figuring it out, that's great. Your kids can see themselves in these trainers. Now for the chest expansion, just kind of touch your shoulders and spread your elbows back, almost like a chicken wing. You should feel kind of a nice little stretch through your chest. All right. Now let's do a disco roll. And so, these movements are not especially strenuous, but they're designed to, help you and your students just kind of keep moving. Help your students, again, figure out their bodies and figure out how they can get some activity in where they're comfortable and where they're familiar with some of these moves. All right, and then we'll move into a hamstring stretch. And so for this one, our trainer does a great job demonstrating, but just kind of stick your foot out and reach down and try and touch your toes. And then just hold. And we're going to hold that for a little longer. And then we'll do the same thing on the right side. We'll switch, and we'll put our foot up like this and stretch. But you should feel a stretch all through the back of your leg, through your calf, through your hamstring. Excellent. And switch. Let me back up so you can see my foot. There we go. Stretch. And try and keep your leg as straight as you can so that you get a good stretch in there. I'm also kind of leaning against a wall to hold my balance. So if you need to put your hand on a desk or on a chair or something, do it. It's absolutely worth holding your balance so you can get that good stretch in there. And then we will move into a side stretch. And let me angle back up. So just lean over and stretch, and try not to lean forwards or backwards when you lean. Try to stay right over your feet and give that a good stretch. And then rotate. Ooh, that feels nice. All right, we'll skip our last work break, and then we have 2 exercises left. So this, you want to almost push on your feet. Put them in the ground and squat, and you should feel, again, a stretch in your calf, but it's an active stretch, so you want to be pushing so that you get the full benefit of the movement in there. All right, and then, oh, I did that wrong. Do your right foot back, but now switch, and I'm doing my left. But it's the same principle. Keep your foot in there, give it a good stretch, push down on the ground, and you can feel that stretch in your legs. Awesome. Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. If you have kids at home, feel free to share this workout with them. Go through it with your family. If you have teachers in your lives that you're friends with, let them know that the Sworkit Youth Initiative can set up their school with access to the Sworkit app through the Youth Initiative, and we would be happy to do that. But again, thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next week on Wednesday. Oh, wait. First, let's share the code so you can get credit. So go ahead and scan this QR code, and it will log this workout in your Sworkit app, and you can claim that. But otherwise, we will see you next week, and you'll have a great day. Cheers.